Hello everyone, welcome back to Positron Plays Hand of Fate 2. Looks like this time we're going after the devil. Alright, ooh, no companions. 4 lives hang in the balance as a mysterious stranger offers to help for a price. Be prepared for chance card games. Prepare for combat against the Empire. There's also a low amount of encounters available here. This is quite interesting. Alright, let's get our filters here. What are our new cards? Mystery Chest is a new card. We can take that. Token cards. Carriage of the Departed. Always good. Desert Trek we're not touching. Deadly Forest. We'll go back for that another time. We definitely want to take... No way to get to... well, let's actually take St. Tala's Day. Although, honestly, I still like Elder's Gift more, but we'll go with this. I want Thomas the Ogre. I don't know where that would be in the list. We're going to find it, though. That card just seems absolutely insane. We'll take Arm Wrestling again. Try to progress on that. Where is Thomas? I think Thomas is equipment, but not sure. Oh, these are in alphabetical order. Okay, my bad. Did not realize that. I knew there had to be some rhyme or reason here. There we go. There's Thomas. We can take one more encounter. Goodness, I'm not sure. Although Bless Us also, if we succeed on that, we'll try that. Alright, we're gonna fight Empire. Definitely want Archer's Bane. What's new? Ogron's Traps, we don't know. Gladiator's Vigils, Ring of Defense, we can take those. Thorn Shell, we don't know. Let's try his Traps, and then let's take one more. Cardinal Blade wouldn't be bad, honestly. Why don't we use the Fire Sword? We haven't gotten to use that. What else has a token? Jousting Armor is Strength. Holy Mace is High Priestess. Dark Thirst is Corrupted. Okay. Like that Fire Sword. There we go. Yeah, I know it's against Northerners, but it's fun. And we'll take something against Gambits. Maybe Shuffle Less. Oh no, Mask of Holy Fortunes. Yeah, that's definitely what we want to do there. We can take 6 supplies though. You know what? In that case, hold on. Let's actually not take the Fire Sword. We'll take Archer's Bane instead. Let's take something else. We don't have a piece of armor yet, right? Yeah. So let's Gambits. Probably take Imperial Armor. Yeah. Alright, then we can take 6 of these, huh? That's kind of interesting. We'll take Fate's Path. We'll take, Worker's Hammer is what? Yeah, we'll take the Worker's Hammer. Take Healing Spirits. Maybe we'll take all of these. 10 gold. 5 food. It's the Buckler. Field Reflect. Adds to weapon charge as well. We also start with some armor. Because I just feel like 5 max life is just not... It's nothing. It's not really important. Yeah, maybe we'll start with some armor. Curious.
Those who travel with you are more than mere pawns in this story. They have their own goals and their own needs. Yet their stories have ended, or they would be here by your side, would they not?
Ominous news. You arrive at a tavern one evening, anxious to settle beside a roaring fire with your companions. You enter, however, you're surprised to find no familiar faces. After a meal and several hours of waiting alone, a priest rushes in. Your friend Ariadne lies stricken at her temple. You arrive at the temple to find Ariadne lying on a simple bed, attended to by a church official. He explains that she's been stricken with dark magic that is slowly draining her life. Oh dear. Somehow this malady resists our attempts at curing, the official says sadly. As if her very soul were poisoned. I'm sorry, her time is limited. The official leaves, shaking his head. It's not my place to say, the young cleric whispers, but perhaps there are other places you may seek help. In my work helping northern refugees, I have heard tales of their high priestess, a mystic of sorts, who moves freely between the realm of men and the world beyond. If anyone could help your friend, it would be her. You know that the northerner priestess will not see you unless you possess enough blessings, but you have few options. The young clerics help you ready Arya and I for transport and leave the temple. Whoa, this is weird. We need to get 4 blessings in like 3 cards? How?
I cannot tell you how much pleasure it gives me that those frauds who pretend to power now fall under the threat of imperial justice.
Step right up and marvel at the chest of many wonders, shouts a man draped in a colorful cloak. You there, warrior, he says, pointing in your direction. Pay to play, there's plenty to gain. Let's ask him about the rules. Glad you asked. Very simple, you see. You guess what's in the chest. If you're correct, you keep the content and guess again. But if you're wrong, it's game over. Sure. Let's say it's food. Pray for food and reach into the darkness. Life. Game over, better luck next time. Alright.
Given times are so dark, you are lucky to have allies willing to assist.
You're walking past a black, plain-looking carriage when the door suddenly opens and a huge pair of hands lifts you inside. The carriage leaps forward, the door shut, and you find yourself sprawled on a seat opposite a huge, powerfully built but unusually ugly man. Lord Polyon requests your presence, the half-ogre declares. The creature is silent the rest of the journey until you arrive at an impressive manor house. You exit the carriage and are brought to a large hall for an audience with Lord Polyon. Ah, the great adventurer herself, Polyon begins, smiling broadly and stepping forward to greet you. He bows slightly. Good man to know why you were summoned, or greet him graciously? We'll greet him graciously. I've heard of your exploits. I too am but a servant of the Empire and its people. I'd like to offer my services if you ever have need of them. I don't presume to wield a sword or dodge a claw troll as well as you, of course, but I do try to support good people with supplies and such, especially heroic figures such as yourself. Polly invites you to stay and entertain him with stories of your adventures so far. He seems captivated by every word, and several hours pass quickly by. You lead an incredible life. Hope you return again soon with more enchanting tales. Polyon takes an item from many adorning the walls, saying, please accept this paltry gift. Perhaps it will help you rescue your friend.
Consider your actions carefully, if you would be worthy.
Okay, Imperial armor. We can't wear it yet, though. Allow my coachman to take you back, and please come visit again anytime. Weird. Okay. Well, what happens if we go to him right now?
You have to wonder why anyone would help you.
Granted,
At least
an immediate
my
audience.
motives are clear.
How goes your quest to save Ariadne? Lord Polyon asks. We lack the blessings. Perhaps I could be of some assistance. I must confess that I have a weakness for games of chance. Polyon leads you to a table in another room. A set of cards is already set out upon it. If you win, then I'll provide the blessings you require. Polyon nods as he adds, yes, I have the means. You'd be surprised what magical trinkets end up in my possession as part of my work. Yeah, this dude is totally the devil. If I win, then you must pose with me for my next portrait. It will be titled Champions of the Empire. Perhaps I shall have a statue of us made as well. Gestures for you to sit. I even stack the deck in your favor. After all, I enjoy the excitement of the game and care little for actual winning. We'll accept, but this seems like a bad idea. I'm sure you'll do well. Oh, this will be really embarrassing. Well, it's obviously... yeah. Well done, Polyon claps in appreciation. I think you've played this game before. He gestures to a darkly robed man who you failed to notice standing in a shadowed corner. The man comes to stand before you, his deep voice slowly intoning words in a foreign tongue. My associate is a follower of an ancient religion that you may not be familiar with, but rest assured that his devotion is second to none. As you sit through the lengthy ritual, you feel yourself drifting in and out of consciousness, whether from the droning voice or the potent incense being burned you cannot say. Guardian Angel. Retry chance cards. Reduce failure on precision. Revive your companion, beginning of each move. And bonus reroll. Suddenly awake, Apollyon watching you with mild amusement from across the table. I expect you'll want to begin your journey to the High Priestess immediately, since I sincerely hope your friend makes a full recovery. Hey, Thomas. Greetings, friend. Yep. We're going to ignore them. We're gonna get the food returned. We're not gonna fight, and thus Thomas is going to play with us.
The pendulum swings like a sign.
Yeah. Should be able to do this pretty much the same way we have previously. Bjorn's traps.
Crafted by a mystic.
Oh, interesting.
Not for the capture of
Drop 3 traps when activated. Traps deal 20 damage to enemies. I wonder if they also, like, stun them. It has a lot of uses, too. Play a card game now. I think it's this one. Nope. Yeah, we'll redraw. I have no idea. Nah, that's fine. We'll play the dice game. Hey, we did it.
I hope you have learned to be their master.
We can take the Mask of Holy Fortunes or the Archer's Bane. Fame required 3. We'll take the Archer's Bane. We could probably use that pretty soon. Bye, Thomas.
Devils wait in the darkness. But which devil will you focus on?
As you pass near a darkened alleyway one evening, a black and misshapen hand grasps you, pulling you close to the darkness. You stand at the precipice of ruin. The Dark Lord has taken an interest in your destiny, even now is engineering your downfall. The hunched creature pulls you with surprising strength further into the shadows. But I can help. There is magic that can help you beat him at his own game. We can craft it, you and I. Doing so may test your spirit, but that's better than eternal darkness, eh? He looks up at you, his yellow eyes glowing faintly. Do not fall into despair. We will meet again soon. Okay. Well, the High Priestess will see us.
The ties that begin to bind. The trap is slowly laid for you.
Long journey up to Mount Freitas. Surprised, however, to find a band of Northern Warriors waiting for you. High Priestess is expecting you. Hey, we got the fame for it.
Yourself worthy.
I guess we'll do this one. We can change it as we need. The guidance and protection, quickly find yourself once more in the virtual house of Esmeranthia. Know why you have come, the giantess begins, moving to inspect Ariadne. She quickly sneers, saying, it is no wonder your holy people cannot heal her. It is no minor curse or spell from a magician. The beast of the underworld has tainted your friend's spirit, and without my help she will die. Esmeranthia pauses to consider you, her gaze boring into your soul. I think your fate will to be one day destroy the one who brings ruin to my people. Until then, the enemy of my enemy is my friend, yes? Queen of Frost sends you to another room as she prepares the ritual. Many hours later, you are summoned again. Find the queen standing over Ariadne, who, apart from being famished, appears fully recovered. Leave when you are ready, she declares, turning to leave. But heed my warning, hero. A shadow hangs over your soul. Stray but a little and you will fail. The ruin of us all. Malaclips told me he was going to the village of Rumstock to investigate a rumor of a magical artifact. Ariadne explains you leave the ritual house. I was to meet him there some days ago. Interesting.
I cannot understand how you come to be here now, given the challenges that have stood before you.
Increasing number of rumors concerning the village. It seems that every traveler coming from that direction has heard of terrible ritualistic murders being performed in the woods nearby. Great! The rumors also suggest the maid responsible has been captured. Disguised himself as a bard, one fellow declares. Saw with my own eyes he has the look of a killer. Don't worry, continues the man, there'll be justice served for those poor souls when the necromancer burns at the stake. Do we immediately go there?
Here's a token.
Alright, Carriage of the Departed.
If you can earn it.
Well, that's not happening. I will re-roll this one. Thank you, Divine Intervention. Close. I know the 4 is sketchy to re-roll, but... Fine, we'll get some money. 26 gold. I guess we could go right here. Oh, that's the end. Oh dear. Maybe we don't want to be here yet.
So the noose begins to tighten, and we question the very stakes.
Yeah, well, man. A great traveler again. You've glimpsed your doom, I take it. The curse is in the cards, you know. He limps from the shadows, sit next to you. Although somehow the fire fails to limit his form at all. The spell that will be your salvation requires several unique ingredients. The first task will be to harvest the horn of a diabolic creature. Know of one that will be easy to overcome, he says, producing a silver whistle from his cloak. Strike quickly, though, he pauses to add, or it may escape and you'll spend countless lifetimes regretting it. The whistle reaches a sharp note and a fiery portal appears between the two of you. A short horned creature steps out as the portal closes again. A Theophilus, you call? The devil asks, looking up at him. The child-sized creature seems oblivious to your presence. Let's ask him for its horn. Ah, why you want my horn? The little devil exclaims, looking around. You brought me here so this mortal could harvest my horn? I thought you were my friend. Let's talk to him. The little devil disappears in a puff of smoke and ash. Theophilus shakes his head with a sigh. You have cost me, mortal, but any punishment I inflict will be nothing compared to your fate now. Uh-oh. Clicks his fingers and suddenly you wake up alone by the side of the road. Oh, bummer.
Can you
Gambling
reach
Hansel.
the end of this challenge before you starve to death?
You enter a tavern one evening just as a gang of soldiers rise angrily from a table, leaving just a well-dressed civilian seated. You cheating son of a harpy, one of them yells. Gentlemen, please, I cannot help it if Lady Luck has taken to me this fine evening. Nobody's that lucky, a soldier exclaims, drawing his sword. Those soldiers advance around the table. The unarmed man suddenly leaps from his chair and ducks behind you, saying, Mercenary, I implore you. I am a humble and honest merchant in need of aid. Let's see. Save me from this band of treacherous fiends whom I have offended merely by playing fairly a number of games of chance, and I'll pay you with gold. Hey, that's our gold, Hansel, the soldiers cry. Yeah, we'll defend him. I want to change weapons, though. Because I think this is going to be... I don't think there's going to be any gunners here. Whoa. Oh, there were actually. He is, in fact, a gunner. Having dealt with the threat of the vengeful soldiers, you turn to find Lucky Hansel lying still behind the bench. Northerner warrior crouched over him. Man who cheats has no honor, the Northerner says, matter-of-factly sheathing his knife and hefting the merchant's money bags. He will not cheat me again. Northerner moves to exit the tavern, gold in hand. No, get back here, sir. Excuse me? That's an interesting one.
Breathe, you have done well.
The Northerner weighed down with the gold. You managed to drag him to the ground. An Empire captain arrives with a dozen men and separates you both, as well as taking the bag of gold. It's like Hansel's swindling days are over, but at least we've caught his two accomplices fighting over the spoils. Several hours of questioning and accusations passed before you were reluctantly released. Keep your sword out of other people's business next time, the captain remarks as you leave. Wow, okay. Wonder what we have to do there. Yep, Lord Apollyon. Another of your friends is in peril. We relate some details to Mal's situation. We live in dangerous times indeed. So you still bear the marks of battle yourself, Apollyon remarks, sending his butler for a healing potion. You have a plan to save Malacups, Lord Apollyon asks. You explain that you have not yet visited the village of Rumstock to assess the situation. Sure. Take Bluetail, she's the fastest. Lord Apollyon's stables turn out to house an extensive array of animals. You're helped onto Bluetail's back and the griffin rises into the air. Okay. Guess we approach the village. Wooden stake with brushwood piled around it stands in the village center. A few peasants stand around, talking eagerly about the impending doom of the so-called necromancer. Track down the town mayor, who, despite your pleas, refuses to consider sparing the mage's life. Creature is bound head to toe in blessed iron. He'll stay that way until burning under a full moon. Good, decent folk from this town have been murdered, and I will see to it they receive justice. Plead Mal's innocence. And who are you that we should listen? The mayor exclaims. It'll take more than the word of a nameless mercenary to free this creature of darkness. Okay. Well, now we'll go back. Yeah, we can't convince them to free him. These dreadful peasants in the provinces can be savage folk, Apollyon declares, but I have a solution. If you'll but play the cards once more. If you win, then I'll use my considerable influence to spread word of your great deeds in service of the people. Bards will sing your praise across the empire. Rabble will love nothing more than a hero, a real defender of the people. If it helps, I'll even have my personal herald accompany you. Your needs are more particular in this case, so I must insist that you up your ante. If I win, you must stay and entertain my guests with tales of your adventures. Sure. Oh boy. Yeah, why don't you help? We're good. I see where this is going. Another win, Apollyon exclaims. You're adept at both combat and the finer arts. To make plans with my associates tonight to support your cause, he declares. By the time you reach Rumstock, your name will be legend. Gain 34 fame! Okay. So this one we would have to approach a fame check, or we would have to hear of the empires in our village, yeah. I wonder if we could just do that with having enough fame already. You're here for the demon, of course, the mayor says as he approaches. You must have heard that we captured it ourselves. Don't worry, the mayor continues. We intend to burn it during the full moon. You ask the mayor to take you to Mal. You find sitting in a small cell bound in silver chains set with glowing runes. Some effort you manage to convince the mayor to release him to your custody for proper disposal. I'm sure you know best when it comes to the creatures of the underworld, the mayor says, but we have the fire planned and everybody is coming. Perhaps you could stay just until the full moon, he asks, as you lead Malaclips away. At the edge of the village, the mayor reluctantly removes Mal's chains and stands well back as you leave. Thanks, Mal says. These country folks weren't kidding around. He goes on to relate how he was set upon as he entered the village, being accused for some local murders involving magic. Sure seems that they knew I was coming. And where did you get those anti-magic chains from? Where did they get them? Fill Malin on what happened to Ariadne. What about Estrella and Colbjorn, he asks, as you begin your journey back towards the capital.
So many enemies await you, and so many would stop you moving forward.
Did we actually change our companion? Ransom. The next day you stop to rest at a small inn. There are a few other patrons as you consume a sparse meal before retiring to your room. Moments later, you hear a noise at the window. It suddenly opens, allowing a hooded stranger to slip inside. Relax your sword arm, mercenaries, the woman exclaims, warding you away with an open hand. Seek only to deliver a message that your colleague Colbjorn has been acquired by the guild. You see, she continues, leaning against the windowsill. With recent setbacks to our income potential, we've had to expand our enterprise with kidnapping and so on. A rival tribe is an impressive bounty on your friend's head. It's all just business. For only 150 gold, you can buy your friend's life back. Bring the gold to the East Market Square and someone will contact you. Otherwise, well, I can't say how I'd be treated by those barbarians, the cloakwoman says as she ducks back out of the window, vanishing into the darkness once more. Oh dear. Alright. Arm wrestling. Yay. Alright, back to rolling. We have like no food either. Wow, that is an impressively terrible roll. There we go. You got our 10 gold.
Well done.
Sorry, Roland.
You continue to impress.
I mean, we have a lot of gold. Great traveler
will
again.
Persist unless you can find a meal to relieve yourself.
You're camped at the side of the road one moonless night when a familiar pair of yellow eyes suddenly appears beyond the light of the campfire. You've glimpsed your doom, yada yada. Several unique... First is to harvest the horn. I guess we have to do it. Yeah. The mighty blow to the head, you knock the devil unconscious. Soon you've removed one of the beast's horns and handed it to Theophilus, who places it in a sack made from the same dark material as his cloak. The next step is normally as difficult to achieve as obtaining a devil horn, but luck is with us again. The agent of your downfall has provided us with exactly what we need. Gestures in your skin begins to glow. To possess so many blessings is rare for a mortal. I shall add their power to the mix. Theophilus opens a small vial toward you, and with a sickening tug, you feel some part of you torn away. What's steady hand? Yeah, sure. Oh, we have to get rid of multiples. How many do we have to get rid of? 3. This will do nicely, Theophilus says, with satisfaction as he seals the urn. Never lose hope, mortal. Well, as he returns the favor, the Dark One may still lose his prize yet. I don't know who's the devil. I don't know if it's this guy. Like, Lord Apollyon seems too nice, right? Like, it seems like he's definitely the devil. There's something afoot. Well, if he's gonna give us all the gold, this is dangerous. Playing a dangerous game here. I wonder if he's gonna take our fame too. Ring defense, increases defense by 5. The Gladiator's Visions. Draw 1 food gain card after any combat in which you take less than 15 damage. Wow, that seems amazing. First time you complete a combat unharmed, add a blessing to the map. This seems like an incredible item. Definitely want to keep that in mind for the future. Well, we'll just leave. This is, of course, Lord Apollyon. Return to the Fine Mansion. How fascinating. You relate some of the details as to Kolbjorn's situation. Yep, he's going to give us a healing potion. Explain. You do not have the ransom gold. That is correct. Right. Another little game. No need to repay it. No strings attached. If I win, shall we say that you owe me a day's service? Apollyon suggests. I have business interests in the northern hills that require some important deliveries. As you know, the land is still rife with northern warriors despite the Emperor's claims. Yeah. Yep, saw that one coming. Sure. Boy, I actually have no idea. Alright, I know it this time. Ha, you win again. I think perhaps you were working a con on me, Gesture from Apollyon, a small humanoid creature brings over a chest of gold. The last... Oh no, I see what this is. I think I know what's going to happen. I think every one of these that you have to actually do adds 1 more failure card. So we're going to get to the last one, and I bet it's going to be 4 failure cards.
Your allies, of course, help in times of trouble, but when the tables are turned...
You enter into a wide courtyard filled with stalls and milling citizens. Within moments, you are roughly drawn into a shady corner, protected from prying eyes by a variety of hanging carpets. Hello again, the cloaked woman begins brightly, her 2 beefy companions silently taking position on either side of you. How did we do? Are we saving any lives today? Hand over a sack of coins, which is promptly seized by one of the large men. Hope that wasn't too much trouble to get your hands on, the woman comments as the coins are counted. Eventually, the man nods at the woman and the 2 men leave, taking the gold. No hard feelings, eh? It's just business, the woman smiles, drawing up her cloak. Suddenly, she dashes away, vanishing behind a pile of rolled-up carpets. Afraid that you might have just been hoodwinked, you wander back through the crowds in time to see Kolbjorn being thrown from a moving wagon. You paid them, he says, standing and brushing himself off. I owe you my life. I wonder, could we have gotten 150 gold? We were close, but not close enough. Estrella wasn't with me when I was taken. I don't know what fate has befallen her. Alright. What the hell is that card over there?
Wonder why a sudden wave of carelessness has overtaken your allies.
A herald enters the marketplace and announces Captain Estrella Fiore, traitor to the Empire, has been captured. He has been sentenced to death by the Emperor himself. The Emperor himself, the herald continues. Let her fate be an example to all who would consider defying his will. It won't work, interrupts the commoner. The more executions he hands out, the more the free people will rebel. The Emperor is cracking down on the lawlessness running rampant in this city, the herald responds, and you sound like a rebel yourself. Discreet inquiries leads you to learn that Estrella is being held in a remote Empire stronghold, but nobody claims knowledge of where it is. Okay, how do we get there? How will we ever rescue Estrella if we cannot even find her? Ariadne asks in anguish. Yep. Alright, there's gotta be a way there. Interestingly enough, I think if we had that desert card, we could make it there, right? Because it would fill the board with other cards. Oh, by the Mask of Holy Fortune. So that's actually kind of a curiosity. I wonder if that's a thing you can do. St. Tala's Day. Be blessed with luck. Divine Providence. Add +2 to dice. And what about Glory? No Fame Blessing cards in the deck. Odds are fickle today. Good Harvest. No Food Blessing cards. What about Good Health? No Life Blessing cards. Wealth? Okay. Any. Deft Eye. Reduce the speed of a wheel gambit. Okay. Alright, so we got the Wretched here. Let's try to botch this.
I'm not a vain man. You must appreciate that the game.
That was close. Almost messed that
has
up.
been my focus for more years than I can count. I have
And we'll give them
certain
one of our food.
pride regarding its twists and turns.
We'll get allies returned back. Gray Traveler. Okay. One day we come across a man wrapped in a torn gray cloak. Yeah. Greetings, mortal. The next element of your magical salvation is approaching. He begins without bothering to stand. You'll meet a traveler on the outskirts of the forest. Trade with him to obtain the feather of an angel. Do not reveal what use you would have for it. I wish you luck. Okay, let's trade. As it happens, I do have an angel feather. I trade from a kobold mystic in the western provinces. Do you need it for anything in particular? The dwarf asked shrewdly. Begin the negotiation. Oh, God. Not right now. I think it's this one. Yes. You managed to convince the dwarf that the feather is probably a fake, worth little more than a few beads and the torn half of a map you find in your pack. The dwarf is barely out of sight when Theophilus is suddenly beside you, saying, "That dwarf has never had such a valuable prize in his possession, perhaps never will again." But now it is time for the spell to be completed. Theophilus takes the feather and adds it to the spell concoction. The vial gives a silent, bright flash and returns to normal. At last, Theophilus cries in excitement. After all these years, I will be free. You lunge forward, reaching for the vial, but Theophilus is already opening it. Oh dear. We're gonna wait a bit on this one. Alright. No, Theophilus cries as you wrestle the vial from his grasp. Please, Mortal, you don't understand. It's my only chance for freedom. Yeah, explain yourself. I was like you once, full of purpose and inflated sense of destiny, Theophilus says bitterly. I dared to stake my soul in a card game. I've been enslaved since before the Empire formed. Before even the Dragon Slayers waged their war, I've seen and done things that would drive you to madness. Without that vial, I shall suffer countless lifetimes more. Okay, so here's my thought process. Either A, this dude's the devil, and he has tricked us into making this potion, and he's trying to guilt us into this situation now. Or he's telling the truth, and if we just drink it, he's a jerk. Or we drink it and it's poison, give him the vial. You give it to me willingly. Do not know your every deed and exploit, hero, but I do know this is the greatest mercy you will ever perform. Theophilus drinks the contents of the vial. I now have one last game to play that I may win my freedom, he says as he fades away. So we're probably screwed. Yep. How fascinating indeed. What happens if we change the topic of conversation? How about that ogre? Now we need help. No trivial thing you wish to gamble for this day. Even I cannot sway the Empire's decision on your friend. Perhaps if you win, then I could give you the means to rescue your friend. If I were to win, to make such a gamble, then you must risk something equally significant. Apollyon leads forward, fixing you with his gaze. If I win, you must serve me until I release you, or until I die, of course. Apollyon smiles softly at the suggestion. Well, champion? Are you willing to gamble one life for another? Smiles loyally and deals the cards. There, I knew it! I knew it! I knew they were all going to be failure cards. Damn it. No, Ariadne. It doesn't matter. Now you are mine, Apollyon says, standing. He gestures for you to rise, and you feel unnaturally compelled to do so. Follow me, hero. We shall see what mischief we can put your talents to now. Apollyon leads you through a door etched in strange symbols and down a long, long set of stairs into darkness. Your old life and the fate of the Empire is left behind forever. I guess I should have taken the vial. But
the impossible seems out of your grasp, at least for now.
There's so many possibilities on that one. Is it a matter of you have to resolve one of the situations on your own? Or is it a matter of you just take the damn vial? I feel like if you beat him on your own, that's probably gold, and if you take the vial, that's probably silver. I don't know how I'll do a follow-up to this one. I may just do a short form video and show the better ending to that. But we'll leave this one here for now, so thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it despite my apparent ineptitude, but man, I knew it. I knew that was going to happen. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, click like, helps a bunch. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you soon.